what we want to talk about next is really how we're refining that content mix and delivering it. So this is where it gets a little bit more technical. And tell me if I lose anybody, and please, keep me honest here. But we want to make sure that we're not thinking about social only as a channel or social only as content that goes out the door, but in this whole ecosystem. There's content that goes out the door. There's engaging with your customers that are coming to you and asking you questions. There's influencer marketing where someone else is talking on behalf of your brand. That could be your employees, by the way. And how are you engaging with all of those opportunities in the space? So if I, as an employee, am taking this great piece of content that the American Cancer Society published, and I'm now sharing that to my friends and family on whatever social channel is preferable for me, what is that conveying about me to them? Right? So I'm going to share that piece, and I'm going to say, this is what we do. I'm so proud to work for the American Cancer Society. We get to give cancer survivors this celebratory moment because we have funded XYZ research through the years that has enabled these treatments to progress. And I get to help tell that brand story to my friends and family. And when we go back to what Mark Zuckerberg said at the beginning and what is driving the algorithms in all of these channels is that I want that person in the channel to get wonderful content, to feel good when I'm in that channel, to be engaged from their friends and family. So as that message gets to you and you and you and you and you from me, you guys don't have to follow the American Cancer Society, do you? Maybe you will because I shared it, but that message is going to get to you, right? So how are you extending the reach of your content, not just organically in the feed, but getting people to share it for you? So are there influencers, thought leaders in your market? Are there employees that you can activate and say, share these messages? Are you getting into the space and actually engaging with these people? Because if you don't know, when you engage with your own content, it raises it in the feed, right? So if you have intense conversations going on, it actually delivers it to more people. So you want there to be intense conversations going on. Good, bad, or ugly, it's going to get seen by more people. The algorithm is reading that. So when you invest the time to get back into the content, not just publish it once and ignore, but thank the people that are commenting, ask them further questions. Like everybody, we were talking earlier about, when I have tweeted at a brand that I love or posted on Instagram and tagged a brand that I love, and they just click a little heart button, like, oh my God, they noticed me. Right? That's what you feel. You're like, oh my gosh. And so giving that little win to that person in the moment is huge. And that really is building brand relevance for your brand. Note, it can be done for you as a person too. So if you're a salesperson, same. How are you presenting yourself? Are you giving the people that you're connected with information to make them look good to their friends and family? Are they then sharing it? Are you then engaging? Right? Are you going back to that person that shared your content and saying, thanks for sharing it, happy to answer any questions, or really, enjoy working with you, or whatever it may be, to just keep the conversation going on that content that's going to really extend your reach. And so what this starts to do, and this is just an example, is go from this really cluttered calendar that's like lots and lots of content, and as a marketer, you're planning all this content, how are we going to get it out the door? There's lots to create, it's going on every day. PS is getting buried as soon as it goes out, it's going away, unless you're engaging all these other ways. How are we starting to extend that? So in this day and age, you can reach so many people so easily with digital media, and you can use really small amounts. So I want you to think about that. So how are you not just putting a piece of content to your followers, but how are you now finding more people who don't necessarily follow you and get that content in front of them as well? So let me describe what this means. So I'm going to use an example because it's the easiest to describe this. I'm the American Cancer Society. It's October 1, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here's what you need to know about breast cancer. I'm going to deliver that content on the first of the month. It's going to get seen by however many people it gets seen by, and deliver it all the ways we talked about before, in different ways on different channels. But then what I'm going to do is go back into the media, small amounts, $10, $50, $500. I don't know what your guys' budgets are, but you can do this in small amounts. And I'm going to then say, hey, algorithm in the media, deliver this content to women from the age of 40 to 55 that have an interest in cancer, XYZ lifestyles, kids between the ages of whatever. There's so much targeting capabilities that we have there. So those people may not be followers of the American Cancer Society, and now they're getting our breast cancer message, right? So same thing for you. That becomes awareness in your sales funnel. How are you getting to those people that are not following your brand, but that are now finding your content? Note, When that happens, you're going to have people that love you and hate you. You're going to get people that are in that market. I mean, for us at the American Cancer Society, right, we get a lot of wonderful comments in our content. We also get people that are like, don't ever donate to the American Cancer Society, they are the devil. Right? And so, but that's a risk that you take, but that's also engagement on your content. So I'll take it because I'm still getting my message out to the people that need to hear it. So we do that very much so when we can narrow that audience, when people that need to get their screenings for colorectal cancer, and we want to talk about breast cancer awareness. When we have a corporate partnership, so we actually did have a big partnership with CVS Pharmacy where they were doing a point of sale for us. And we were delivering our brand message from the American Cancer Society to followers of CVS Pharmacy. Because now, when they go into the point of sale, hopefully they've seen the American Cancer Society. When that cashier asks them to, would you like to make a $1 donation to the American Cancer Society, maybe they say yes, right? So this is an investment, this is a long tail investment, but it's getting your content in front of others that need to see it. And when you do it again and again, and when you extend that content, you don't have to create as much content, because that same exact piece gets to more people. That same exact piece can get delivered again and again. So I want you to think back to more traditional media. If you're opening a magazine, if you're seeing a television commercial, do you see it once and remember it? Maybe, maybe not if it's in the Super Bowl. Or do you see it once and then you see it again? You're like, oh, that commercial's funny. What was that again? What brand is that? That's what we're trying to do in the social space as well, right? It's not going to, the first time they see it, it's not going to break through. The first time they see it, they might not actually consume that message. The first time they see it, they might not be in the mindset to be thinking that I need to pay attention to this. But the next time they see it, they're like, I thought I saw that before. Oh, maybe I should pay attention to this. Oh, now 2 of my friends have commented on this post. Again, that drives the algorithm. So that's what you would start to do is you deliver that content not just the first week, but the second week and the third week and the fourth week, and you figure out how you get it to all the right people without over-delivering. Right? So there's a lot of media investment, there's a lot of advanced capabilities there, but I just want you guys to be thinking about there are other ways to get your content out rather than a single post once. Cool? And so what that means is when we take that, we have to carve out dollars for that media investment. We take our total budget, so let's say you have a budget of $100, and you usually spend $100 creating a really cool video. Well now, maybe we take 25 of those dollars, and instead of just creating a video, maybe you use one of those techniques that I talked about. Maybe you send, somebody some questions and you ask them to send back the video, and you just get your creative agency to just edit that video for you. So that costs you a little bit less, right? It's $75. Take those other $25 and boost that content. Get more people to see it. Get the right people to see it. It's going to help you more by thinking about it that way.